My God. Bird Lady Speaks here, coming to you guys with a quick video. Excuse my voice if you don't know the story. Excuse my voice. But in this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about, first off, I want to start out by giving credit to Salty Dog Homestead. I saw this video title saying what I would do differently if I started homesteading today. I have not watched this video because I did not want to be influenced by me doing this video, but I absolutely loved his title and it was so many thoughts that I had, so I want to do one on my own. So make sure, guys, that you go and you check out Salty Dog Homestead's video. I'm gonna watch it once I'm done filming this and see if we kind of compare it. I might do a live reaction on it. Alright, everybody, Editing Bird Lady here. I just want to jump in and say that this video is going to be more of a series. While trying to record this video yesterday, my voice went completely out on me, and we don't like to admit that we have limitations. We like to try to keep pushing. We like to try to keep going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a series. This section right here, I'm just going to focus, in this episode here, I'm just going to focus solely on my chickens, and I will do a series of each aspect of my homestead and what I would have done differently. So again, I apologize that I'm having to break it down like this, but I have to take care of my voice, and I have to admit that I do have limitations. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. My apologies. Like the title of this video says, what I would have done if I were to start homesteading today. Knowing what I know today, what would I have done differently? I don't have a script. So this video might be somewhere everywhere. So my apologies in advance. One of the first things that I would do differently if I were to start homesteading today would be to start smaller. When I'm a very impulsive person, I am the definition of building a plane while you're flying it. So I started out with 6 chickens. It was 4 Rhode Island Reds and 2 cream leg bars. Chicken math took a hold of me before I know it, I was well over 200 chickens. I stopped counting and writing down, keeping a record of my chickens at 176. And I have bought and hatched out so many more since then. Right now, all of my chickens are molting, so they look terrible right now. They look absolutely terrible because they are actually molting at the moment. So a lot of them, you will see a lot of them missing feathers and everything, but it's just, they're molting. And this year seems to be a very hard molt for my chickens. Now, chickens, for some people, are a gateway drug. Gardening was my gateway drug, but chickens was my gateway drug into birds. So, with that being said, what I would do now differently getting chickens, I would have strictly stayed with heritage breed chickens. I would have strictly only have Barred Rocks, Rhode Island Reds, and Buff Orpingtons. That's it. I would not have any other chickens. I got so caught up on the whole color egg basket that I have a bunch of chickens that are not even giving me eggs now. Where I messed up was I was in different Facebook groups. All I knew was there was a white egg and there a brown egg. I didn't know anything about green eggs, blue eggs, olive color eggs, sage eggs, speckled eggs. I didn't know anything about any of that. But being in these different Facebook groups, I saw it and I fell into the whole rainbow basket thing. When you're trying to build a homestead and you're trying to make a living, it doesn't matter what color the eggs are. And when it comes to the older generation, they don't trust the color eggs anyways. Like, I cannot get my mom to eat a color egg. So I went down this rabbit hole of trying to create all these different types of chickens that aren't serving any purpose here, only for color eggs. So, and then I really became obsessed. If you guys remember me hatching, I became obsessed with black copper Marans, standard of perfection black copper Marans, and getting those chocolate eggs. Black copper Marans have not given me, hey baby, I love when they do this. That's one of the benefits to hatching out my own chickens. They are extremely friendly. They're extremely friendly. But I became obsessed with getting standard of perfection black copper Moran eggs to the point that I paid $150 for black copper Moran hatching eggs. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. But I do have a nice stock of black copper Moran chicks. I thought about entering them into poultry shows, the ones that they have in the one that they have in Perry, Georgia. I thought about entering them into those poultry shows, but my desires have changed. All I want to do now is supply for my family. So a lot of my black copper Moran stock, I'm probably going to end up dispatching because they're not serving a purpose and they're not giving me any eggs. They are giving me, now I have succeeded. I feel satisfied because I have reached the color egg that I want to reach. That dark chocolate egg is about a number 8 egg that they're laying. But I haven't got a black copper Moran egg in I don't know how long, and I have so many black copper Morans. They're just taking up space and they're not giving me anything. They're not helping with anything. So they're not serving a purpose. So that's one thing that I would have done. I would have stuck solely with heritage breed chickens. I would only have Buff Orpingtons, Rhode Island Reds, and barred rocks. Using those Rhode Island Reds and barred rock cross, I would have had some sex links as well from the crosses. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to get rid of majority of my hybrid breed chickens. There are some that I created myself. I wanted to create I wanted to create a black olive egger that looked like a cream leg bar with the crest, but had the coloring of a black copper Moran. I have achieved that. I have created that bird through, selective breeding, and I'm not going to dispatch those, but I have a bunch of chickens that I don't have use for. That's another thing. I would have researched, how chickens lay because it's molten, I'm not getting any eggs from them. But if I can go and do it all again, I would only have 3 breeds of chickens. Another thing that I would have done is I wouldn't have tried to take a more economical or cheaper way out, and I wouldn't have taken shortcuts. Like, I would have done a lot more research before I just dove right into it. Like the Hurricane Helene came through last year and just decimated my chicken runs. Let me just show you guys what I mean. So I originally had 6 of these chicken runs here. Hurricane Helene came through and just decimated my chicken runs. So this one here is one that I was going to tear down. Excuse the trash in the yard. This here is one that I was going to tear down. But my birds and Woody, they like to go in here when it's raining and things. So I just kind of left it up for them to just go into at times. This run here was one that made it through Hurricane Helene. And with this run here, this is where I have my ducks separated. These black ones over here are the more recently hatched ones. And they will be taken out and free ranging with the rest of the ducks, or turned into meat. So here are where I keep my lavender ducks, my blue ducks, my lilac ducks, my chocolate, and I have some white guineas, a pair of white guineas in here. So I keep them separated to try to keep the breed pure, but all of my blacks will be removed from this run because they really don't serve a purpose for my breeding that I have scheduled. And this one here is another chicken run that was destroyed by Hurricane Helene. I have been trying to get it down, but my guineas and chickens, they come and they roost on it at night. So it does serve a purpose, but I do need to take it down and make this space into something else. Definitely another thing that I would have done is I would have researched how to build a chicken run, the dimensions and everything. I just started putting 2x4s in the ground and I just started nailing stuff together, and I'm like, the hurricane took my runs out, all my birds was free ranging, predators was out. I'm like, I need to do something. So I just started just building it, and my husband was like, girl. So yeah, I would have definitely researched how to build a chicken run and made it more sturdy. I'm not done yet. I still have a third section to put together. So yeah, but I would have definitely researched how to do a run before I just started just nailing stuff together. So this is another look at my chicken coop that I'm actually building here. And this is my hybrid breed section. This middle section here, or the end section, however you want to look at it, that is my heritage breed section. And there are some other breeds that jumped in there, as I said earlier. And then we have on this side here is going to be my Buff Orpington section. And this final smaller section right here is going to be where I put like my teenage chicks or even injured chicks. I may have a section split it up, but there is a section for injured chicks as well there. I made this smaller section here for housing my younger chicks, specifically my Buff Orpingtons and some guinea keats that I hatched out as well, or that hatched out and were separated from their mom. They were in danger. So I took them, and once they got old enough, fully feathered, I actually brought them outside in this little brooder section here. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I definitely appreciate you being patient with me while Jesus is healing me on my voice issues. Make sure you stay tuned. If you made it to the end of this video, leave a yellow heart or heart emoji in the comments box below. Let me know what other aspect of your homestead that you want me to do a video on, of my homestead that you want me to do a video on, whether it be pigs, whether it be bees, whether it be gardening, whatever I have on my homestead, there is going to be an episode for it. But if you make a request, I'll put yours out first. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and as usual, toodaloo, bye-bye.